evening and welcome to this edition of Newsleader on 6. Today is Tuesday, September 1st, 2015. I'm Jim Fuller.
And I'm Andrew Todd. In tonight's news, the Manchester Police Department initiated the largest drug bust in the history of the department last Friday. 2 Coffee County residents have been charged with TennCare fraud. Tom Corrington will speak with the Executive Director of the Tullahoma Area Economic Development Corporation, and will speak with the head football coaches from Tullahoma and Shelbyville to get their take on last Friday night's games. We'll have all these stories and more on tonight's Newsleader on 6.
It's new car discount season at Stan McNabb Chevy, and we have prices that'll beat anybody else. New vehicles up to $17,000 off. Check out this brand new 2015 Chevy Equinox, over $4,000 off. Chevy, Buick, GMC, Cadillac. Stan McNabb has all the new car brands you love in one location. And don't forget, we'll match or beat any dealer's price or give you a check for $500. And check us out online or schedule your service at stanmcnabb.com.
Hey everybody, I'm John Harris.
My name is Cass Barnes.
We just wanted to make you all aware of the first annual Tullahoma Alumni Coffee Pot game. It's going to be at Coffee County Middle School on their varsity football field. It's going to be September 19th, 2015.
I'm playing quarterback and I'm one of the team captains.
Also a team captain, I'm playing left guard and defensive tackle. This is very important that we get community support and involvement with this program. It's going to be one of the biggest revenue generators for the Tullahoma Quarterback Club, and we're estimating anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000 of additional revenue that we can start bringing in to the Tullahoma Quarterback Club on a residual basis for each of these games that we do. So we look forward to your support and hope to see you there.
So come out and support your Tullahoma Wildcats.
Welcome back. Manchester police say they are cracking down on suspected local drug dealers who tapped illegal suppliers in Mexico by way of a gang based in an Atlanta, Georgia transfer point. Operation Breaking Eyes kicked off last Friday as local, state, and federal officers began serving arrest warrants on nearly 100 drug suspects. Manchester Police Chief Mark Yothers says that the investigation dates back 2 years when local detectives first noted the apparent flow of illegal drugs into the area from out of state. 96 individuals were targeted by the investigation, making it the largest drug sweep in Manchester Police Department history. Most suspects were rounded up over the weekend. At least 16 are being held on federal drug charges. Yothers says suspects allegedly distributed illegal crystal methamphetamine, heroin, cocaine, marijuana, and prescription drugs.
2 Coffee County residents have been charged with TennCare fraud in separate incidents, both involving prescription drugs. The Office of Inspector General announced the arrests after a joint effort with the Coffee County Sheriff's Office. Both individuals were involved in the sale of prescription drugs paid for by TennCare. Wilford Frankenberry, age 58 of Manchester, and Samantha Walden, age 48 of Tullahoma, are both charged with TennCare fraud in connection with using TennCare benefits to obtain the painkiller hydrocodone and later selling a portion of the drugs. Inspector General Manny Tyndall said, quote, "We dedicate much of our time and resources tracking tips and participating in undercover operations to stop people who are using TennCare to finance prescription drug trafficking at the expense of taxpayers," end quote. TennCare fraud is a Class E felony carrying a sentence of up to 2 years in prison. District Attorney Craig Northcutt is prosecuting.
State Democratic Party Chairwoman Mary Mancini is calling on Republican State Representative Andy Holt to resign over alleged environmental violations at his northwestern Tennessee hog farm. The Environmental Protection Agency is seeking up to $177,500 in fines against Holt for discharging a total of more than 860,000 gallons of wastewater from lagoons on the farm without the proper permits. Holt on Friday laughed off Mancini's call that he stepped down from his seat in the General Assembly, saying that he plans to remain an outspoken critic of EPA and President Barack Obama. Holt, who ceased operations on the hog farm in December, stressed that he self-reported the discharges to the state after heavy rainfall had caused the lagoons to overflow.
With new tests on the way in math and English for students in grades 3 through 11, a new survey shows Tennessee teachers are worried that they're spending too much time on testing and test preparation. TN Ready will be given to students in the spring. It's part of the Tennessee Comprehensive Assessment Program, which includes achievement tests and end-of-course exams for science, social students, math, and English. Officials say the new test is designed to measure students' understanding of the material, not just memorization and test-taking skills. State education officials told reporters last week that the best thing teachers could do to get students ready for the test would be to provide strong instruction every day. However, the survey of nearly 37,000 teachers showed 60% say they spend too much time helping students prepare for statewide exams, and 7 out of 10 believe their students spend too much time taking exams.
Tennessee officials say they have a plan to make it a little easier to receive a GED diploma. The Department of Labor and Workforce Development says it will waive the $75 high school equivalency test fee if applicants prove they are ready to take on the exam. A spokesman for the state's adult education program said plans are to issue 5,000 GED certificates by the end of the year. To qualify for the fee waiver, applicants must pass a free practice test that can be taken repeatedly. An estimated 700,000 Tennesseans have less than a high school education. The unemployment rate for high school dropouts last year was around 9%.
We'll be back in a moment with more Newsleader on 6.
Let the Smokehouse be your mountain getaway destination in beautiful Monteagle, Tennessee. Enjoy our cabins, restaurant, and old general store. Shop thesmokehouse.com featuring homemade barbecue sauces, jellies, and many other fine Tennessee products. Our live Music on the Mountain series features some of the best local and Nashville talent every Friday and Saturday night, 6:30 p.m. No cover, kids welcome.
Hi, I'm Cindy.
And I'm Jacob. I'm the Rooster.
And I'm the Red Maiden. And we would like to welcome you to
Roosterwear.
Yes, Roosterwear is a cottage industry producing accessories for men, women, children, babies, and pets. All items are hand cut and sewn locally. Roosterwear specializes in bow ties, pocket squares, scarves, cufflinks, neckties, and aprons of all sizes for all ages. Baby products include onesies, diaper covers, bibs, and burp pads. All bow ties, tie it yourself or pre-tied, come with an adjustable neckband. All products can be made with the material of your choice, as special orders are available upon request. Don't be standing back looking at fashion. Create your own with Roosterwear.
Come visit us at
roosterandredmaiden.com
to find our handcrafted designs for
the cock of the walk.
Welcome back. Channel 6's Tom Corrington spoke recently with the Executive Director of the Tullahoma Area Economic Corporation, Tom Robinson, about a couple of projects that are nearing completion.
We have Tom Robinson, who, as you recall, is the Executive Director of the Tullahoma Area Economic Development Corporation. And we had him on several months ago, and he had 2 or 3 hot topics at that time that were near completion, and now there's a few more things going on, so we've asked Tom to come back and catch us up. So at that time, your TIF project was hopefully close to ready, as was the certification of the airport business park, right? So how do those stand? Can we dispose of those shortly?
Thanks, Tom. And we're, you know, I'm beginning to sound like a broken record saying they're almost done, but they really are almost done. One is tax increment financing program, which is using future tax revenues to finance public infrastructure projects now, and there's one for the current mall and Cherokee Square that we've been working on for well over 2 years.
Right.
And it's just taken a very long time, a lot of legal things. We last fall we got the approval of both the city and county governments, and we've been trying to work with our attorney and the developer's attorney and the financing group, one of the regional banks that will be doing the actual financing. And that's just taken a little bit longer, some details that needed to be worked out, but they're almost through. In fact, we hope to in the next week to 10 days, actually sign the final agreement. So we're very close.
And you had to go to the state for a couple of OKs.
We did. After we got the state, laid out the general plan, got the local approvals by the governing bodies, and put it all together. We took all that in a package to the state comptroller and the State Department of Economic Community Development. So there's another safeguard there to make sure that the public trust is continued.
Do you have both their OKs?
Yes, we do. And so, like I say, it's just a few little things on the final financing that are being worked out. We hope to have that in the next week or so. So that and the other program that you talked about was the certification of the new Tullahoma Business Air Park, which is a 100-acre parcel out on the northwest side of the airport, and we've been working on that for a long time, but what the state did was set up a certification program. Then they hired a national consulting firm that works in these kind of things to actually gather all the information and then review it and say, yes, that's a certifiable site. Well, they are very meticulous. The state is getting its money's worth. But we thought we were almost...
They keep coming back for a little more.
Well, they do, but finally we've gotten the verbal okay from the consultant that everything looks good, and he's writing up his final report right now, and so that goes to the state, and we expect to receive the final official certification notice, hopefully maybe at the governor's annual economic development conference, which will be in October this year.
We'll be right back after these messages.
The wait is finally over. The 2015 50th anniversary Ford Mustang is finally here. This is one awesome vehicle. Let me give you a few stats on this V8 Mustang. 435 horsepower, independent rear suspension, 25 miles per gallon, and this is the one you've been waiting for. 0 to 60 in 4.4 seconds. Don't blink an eye or you'll miss it. Come by Russell Barnett Ford of Tullahoma and Winchester and check it out. The 2015 Mustang, the all-new redesign, will leave you speechless.
All right, the cat's out of the bag at Carroll Street Liquor in Tullahoma. Now you know where to go if you're planning a get-together and want the ideal wine or spirit. Party planning can be stressful, but at Carroll Street Liquor you'll find everything you need. Mixers, gift sets, and all of your favorite spirit brands. So if you're feeling the pressure to pull off the ideal party, come to Carroll Street Liquor and select among the seemingly endless supply of wines, spirits, gift sets, and more. Your perfect party, it's in the bag with Carroll Street Liquors.
Here at Manchester Funeral Home, we know the importance of living and working in our local community because it's those families who we serve during their time of need honorably. We believe in supporting local business and offer only 100% Batesville caskets, the best in the industry and a driver of our local economy. If you want straightforward and fair pricing while working with the people you know, choose Manchester Funeral Home, serving your community since 1932. And pre-planning and pre-funding can be the best gift you ever leave your loved ones. Call us to pre-arrange. Manchester Funeral Home. Our family, caring for your family since 1932.
I thought Red Cross does Katrina. They don't help single moms.
Hi.
What happened to our house last year about your birthday?
It flooded and the water flooded out. Yeah.
The Red Cross arranged the hotel for us. They gave me that break, that leverage to be able to get it together and take care of them, you know? I feel like we've come full circle.
Like that. This is how I'll do it.
There you go.
Welcome back. The Shelbyville Golden Eagles improved their record to 2-0 Friday night with a 34-19 win over Giles County. Jim spoke with head coach Jason Hardy about the game.
Very happy that we got a win, and you know, anytime you beat somebody at home and 34-19, you're happy. But I don't know, because it's early in the season, I'm still a little disappointed because I feel like that we're still not clicking. And offensively, I know we left some points again on the board. And you know, I was very, very happy with our special teams last night. Our defense kind of started off a little sluggish. You know, gave up a lot of yards in the first half, but the second half we made some adjustments and they did really well. But you know, we've got to get better as the season goes along. So even though we come away with a big victory, I still felt like we could have played better.
Injuries play a part in last night's game, you think, to any degree?
Well, we had our running back Michael Eddings wasn't injured, but he was sick all week, and he didn't have the best game that we kind of expect out of him now. He fought through it, and we had some kids step up, but just for whatever reason, I didn't think we played as sharp as we need to be. I know we had a lot of drop passes and just some missed tackles, so things we can work on. That's the good part about it, and we'll do that this week because we got our first region game coming up with Summit next week. But overall, I'm very happy with the win. Had a lot of positive things, but as a coach, you're always looking for things to do to get better. So.
Yeah, but you have to be glad that the Golden Eagles are 2-0 starting the season. A great way to start.
Oh, definitely. Can't ask for anything better. And we were talking last night after the game. We were a little disappointed as a coaching staff for some obvious reasons that you'll see on the video. But there's a lot of people there in the state of Tennessee 1-1 or 0-2. So it's a good problem to have. It's still early enough to fix things, and nothing real negative. Just the coaching part coming out of you. You want to be perfect, and that's what we do, strive for excellence.
Tell us about some of the things that you might think were very positive about the way you guys played last night.
Well, one of the things I was very happy with, and if you remember from last week, we gave up a kickoff for a touchdown at Lawrence County, so we really worked hard all week on covering kicks, and we had some really good coverage, and I think we started out, our offensive team started out on the 40, and their offensive team started out inside the 25, which is a huge difference. And, special teams on the return team. Avery Brown, the young sophomore that I talked about, number 13, you'll see on video, he had a return for a touchdown. He also had another long return. Mm-hmm. So special team-wise, I was really, really happy. Offensively, I thought Mason, quarterback, had a good night. Sente Muse, who is our running back and wide receiver, had a long touchdown pass. So we did a lot of things well. There are some young kids that come in that really played, had a good game. People we don't get to talk about enough really is our offensive line. We had Trey Kelso back, our senior center, and I could just tell that made all the young guys around him a little bit better. So it's nice to have his leadership. And then, like I said, we got some young guys up there at the offensive line like Jack Mitchell, who just making his second start, who had a really good football game, and Tristan Maxwell, another young guy, has only had 2 starts. So it was his first start. So 2 young guys at guard, it helps when you got your senior back at center to help them out. So we was very proud of those guys.
Tullahoma held the lead over the Franklin County Rebels for most of the game Friday night before things fell apart for the Cats with 9 minutes left in the fourth quarter, leading to the second loss of the season, 41-24. John Gray spoke with head coach John Olive about the disappointing finish.
Tullahoma Wildcats played a pretty good ball game and kept it tight into the fourth quarter.
Well, we made it competitive this time, right. And even though the final score doesn't look like it was all that competitive, with 9 minutes to go, it's a 3-point game. In fact, we had led up until 9 minutes to go, about 4 points, and then kind of fall apart in the fourth quarter. Franklin County has some athletes that make big plays, and that's the difference. We have at least made some progress. Now the next step is to make enough plays when the game's on the line so that we're victorious instead of coming home defeated.
First play of the game, we fumble the ball, they scoop it up and score a touchdown. So,
yeah, I don't think I can ever remember having 2 straight ball games where we fumble a kickoff return. On this one, we not only fumble it, but as you said, they scoop it up and they score, and we find ourselves behind, and we haven't even snapped the ball.
But came back and made a response.
We did, and I thought, played well in the first half and dominated the first half. You take those few seconds off that on that first play, offensively, we moved the ball, we scored. They scored too, and they're going to score because they've got some athletes that are really, really good football players.
Good size.
Second half, I thought Franklin County probably controlled the game more, even though we didn't give up the lead until 9 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. we were playing the ball game on our end of the field, and the one time we got on their end of the field, we went 3 plays, gained 2 yards, and instead of punting it down inside the 10-yard line, we don't get a very good punt. They pick it up and run it all the way back out to within 1 yard of where we were when we punted the ball. And those are the top plays that are game changers. And you know, we lost, I think I calculated last night, we lost 30-something yards on letting punts hit the ground. 35 yards or so.
That was a big deal.
And those are things that are correctable, and we just got to get them corrected because those are big field position type plays. And special teams obviously plays a big role. Fumbling the kickoff return, then having a problem with the punt, then having 2 punts that hit the ground and rolled for 30-something extra yards. I think it was 35 extra yards, maybe 36 extra yards.
We'll be right back with more Newsleader on 6.
All I have to do to think about what I was physically before and what I am now, and I don't ever want to go back to that original situation.
The overall mission of the rehab team is always what is best for the patient and how we can facilitate maximum potential from every resident.
Well, the most important thing to me is that I'm allowed to do whatever I want to do, you know.
Everyday miracles at Life Care Center of Tullahoma.
We're losing it, doctor.
Not on my shift. Quickly, brush. Roller.
What a transformation. It's gotta be okay.
Okay, nothing.
At Paintworks of Tullahoma, we specialize in domestic emergencies with Martin Senior Paints. You can be the paint doctor too when you treat your home with Martin Senior interior and exterior finishes.
Doctor, we've got another one.
Got you covered.
Paintworks of Tullahoma. Come see the paint doctor, Stat.
Here at Stan McNabb Collision Center, we work with all major insurance companies, and we get the job done right the first time, on time.
Well, I grew up in Tullahoma. We'd always done business with Stan McNabb, so when we needed collision service after a run-in with a deer, we knew to call those guys. We already had trust with them. We called Cody. He took great care of us. He kept us posted every step of the way, and we couldn't have been more pleased.
Getting your vehicle back to pre-loss condition shouldn't be a headache. So in event of an accident, contact me, Cody Hall, at Stan McNabb Collision Center.
The University of Tennessee Extension is encouraging healthy living through exercise and diet in a program called Pathways to Health. The program recently featured the Manchester Recreation Center and some of the participants in the Extension program.
Boosting your wind and your bend. This class at the Manchester Recreation Complex seeks to improve cardio and flexibility. Larry Bonds is a regular. He's lost 72 pounds in recent months. It changed his body, but also his mental outlook.
I was at a place where I would just could care less. And now I feel 100% better and want to live, so.
Bonds is part of a program coordinated by UT Extension in Coffee County. Pathways to Health includes making exercise a consistent part of your life.
But I'm feeling better, coming up here 5 days a week.
UT Extension leaders say exercise is also a great way to manage stress, and people are seeing results with this program.
Pathways is effective because it helps people to not just know what they need to do, but go beyond that to making decisions and taking action. They have SMART goals. So SMART stands for specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time-based.
When it comes to exercise, a little bribe never hurts. People in this program can earn points for taking nutrition or chronic disease classes, or for working out with a personal trainer. And once they earn enough points, they win a prize. And wait for it, the prize is more exercise, a free membership here. But that's a good thing for Brenda Richardson, who has suffered a stroke in her past. However, Brenda's health scare motivated her to get moving and improve her diet. Nutrition and smart grocery shopping is another key part of Pathways.
There's so much about food that people don't know or get confused about, so they give you a good start as to how to go about eating better and healthier.
I look at stuff now and I'm like, no. I mean, I look at, the fat and the sugars and all that stuff that we learned in our classes and stuff, so it's really helped with that.
UT Extension has plans to spread this program all over Tennessee. As the name says, healthy living is a path you can choose to follow. This is Chuck Denny reporting.
Don't forget to tune in to this week's Living Show tonight at 6:30 p.m., Thursday morning at 9, and Thursday, Friday, and Saturday evenings at 6:30 p.m. This week's guests include musician Ben Ayers, who will drop by and tell us about the upcoming Tennessee Fiddle Ensemble concert coming up and play us a song on the bouzouki. We'll have an interview with legendary Nashville producer Ron Galbraith, and we'll learn about the Tullahoma versus Coffee County alumni football game planned for September 19th. We'll have all that and more on this week's Living. And we'll be right back with your weather forecast right after these messages.
The Kia Summers on Us sales event is going on right now at Russell Barnett Kia of Tullahoma. Let me tell you about this event. Purchase a new Kia Sedona, Kia Optima, Kia Forte, and receive 0% financing up to 66 months and your first 3 payments for free. For a limited time only, no strings attached. With America's best warranty, the 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, Kia is the power to surprise. The Kia Summers on Us sales event going on right now. Why buy anywhere else?
An annual event started in 1939 will continue when the World Grand Championship celebration will once again be held in Shelbyville, Tennessee at the Celebration Arena. Each year, people come from all over the world to contend for the coveted honor of being crowned World Grand Champion. From the wonderful flat shod to the exciting performance horse, they will fill the ring with the breed's best of the best. The celebration supports local charities, and this year they are asking everyone to come out and support the largest nonprofit event in Middle Tennessee and the charities that depend on this event to fund their cause. Come out and be a part of a family tradition by showing your support for the annual Walking Horse National Celebration. For ticket and box seat information, call 931-684-5915.
So you've been meaning to do something healthy, commune with nature, get outdoors and meet new people. We have the perfect solution. Come hike with us. You can find a Tennessee Trails Association chapter near you, including Clarksville, Columbia Franklin, Cove Lake, Highland Rim, Jackson, Knoxville, Oak Ridge, Martin Weakley, Memphis, Murfreesboro, Nashville, Plateau at Crossville, Rugby in the Big South Fork, and Upper Cumberland. We're on the web at TennesseeTrails.org. It's fun, it's stress-free, and it's good for you. See you on the trails.
Welcome back. We'll take a look at your weather forecast at this time, starting with your weather history on this day. Our record high was in 1951 at 102 degrees. The record low was in 1954 at 50 degrees. Average high on this day is 87 and the average low is 64. Tonight, look for partly cloudy weather in your forecast with a low of around 67. Mostly sunny weather expected on Wednesday with a high of 90 and a low of 67. Mostly sunny weather continuing into Thursday with a high of 89 and a low of 67. And that's our Newsleader report for this evening. We invite you to join us each Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 6, 8, and 10 for Newsleader on 6. You have a good evening.
Have a great evening.